So I'm sure all of you guys have seen many of these fucking wonder promises and all the rest of it that are all throughout the health and fitness industry. You know, like get a six pack in just 6 minutes a day, lose 30 pounds in 30 days, go on my 7-day detox and lose 20 pounds and so on. Like there's all these different magic pills and all these different fucking miracle cures that are going to get you these amazing overnight results. And they're often always sold as this magical thing or this super secret of the fitness industry that nobody else knows. You know, I discovered it after I stumbled across a fucking magic diamond in the Sahara Desert somewhere. And the catch 22 is there are no fucking secrets. There are no miracle cures. There are no fucking magic pills and all the rest of it. What there is discipline. Now, when I say discipline, which sounds boring compared to all the fancy stuff, but it's the hard work. Like ultimately, you've got to eat right, you've got to move right, you've got to rest right, and you've got to think right in order to make yourself do the things required so that you get the results desired. But the catch 22 is because the industry just wants to sell you shit. The health and fitness industry does not give a fuck about you, about me, or anybody else. All it cares about is profits. And that's fair enough. You know, business should care about profits because if there are no profits, there is no business. But what we have to remember is fancy marketing is what makes us buy because it tends to appeal to the part of us that's in pain. Often we're desperate, we want a result urgently, and these promises of a quick fix or a quick result is what compels us to do something. Oh, wow, this sounds amazing. All I have to do is just take these 2 pills a day and then I'm going to lose all this weight. All I have to do is just give myself 5 minutes a day of exercise and I'm going to get this magical body that I've wanted for years. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. That's not to say that we can't condense time and compound results and things like that. Like we can do a lot in short periods of time, but it comes as a result of good habits and good behaviors. And unfortunately, for a lot of us, hard work. Much of the time it's hard work because it's so far removed from what we're currently doing. Like it's so different compared to the way we've been living. That's what the challenge is. The challenge is changing ourselves and actually developing these new habits and these new behaviors and fighting against that little bitch voice in our head that's constantly telling us, go on, eat the cake. You know you want the ice cream. Oh, just one more won't hurt and all this type of thing. It's when we give in to that voice and that urge to have these things that we know aren't good for us, but in the moment we desire and feel compelled to have, it's when we give in that obviously we lose our ability to get the results that we want. So the hard work is learning to control that aspect of self, that version of us that wants to keep us stuck where we are, that wants to keep us fat, unhealthy, overweight, tired, lethargic, and so on. So we need to step into the new version of us that we want to be and try to make decisions as if we were already that person. Yes, of course, it sounds a bit airy-fairy, I get that, but the trouble is making decisions as the person that you are, unless you're already at the point of no return where you're like, you know what, nah, I'm not going to keep going down this fucking route. This is time to change, but it takes a while for many of us to get there. So until we're at that point where we're like, I am now the non-negotiable, instead we have to lean on our future self and think of it, okay, well, I'm now faced with this opportunity. I've got the opportunity to have the cake or the biscuit or the sweet or whatever the thing is, or I can decide to not have that and instead choose to have something that's going to serve my body and help me move towards my goal. Now, as an adult, you now have the choice or the option or the opportunity to connect with the consequence of both of those particular potentials. Like, do I have the cake? If I do, I probably won't lose weight this week. If I have the healthy food, I might not enjoy it so much right now because I'm stuck in this mode of wanting junk, but I will get the result that I want. So we get to choose. Do I have the immediate pleasure and gratification now of the junk food, or do I have the long-term gratification and pleasure of the result that I want as a result of choosing not to have it? Now, of course, this all comes down to personal choice, personal power, but what we have to understand is either way, there is no quick fix. There's no quick fix to a long-term problem, as I've told you guys before. So we need to make sure that we're showing up for ourselves where we can and leading us in the direction that we want to go. We have to be our own leader, our own coach, so that we then move forward towards the results that we want ultimately. Because if we don't, if we allow the world to lead us and fancy marketing and gimmicks and promises and fads and all the rest of it, whenever they lead us, guess where you end up? Stuck where you are right now. And for many of us, that's a place we don't want to be. So we need to learn how to make decisions for ourselves and stop looking for the magic pills and the silver bullets and all the rest of it, because they don't exist. not in the way that we want. Oh, I just wish I could take this one pill or do this one workout twice a week and then suddenly I get amazing results. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Physiology is too smart. Our body is too smart, so it won't allow us to get results by cheating. So that's all I'm going to leave you guys with this week. Just remember, there is only one secret, and that secret is to do the work required. Yes, it doesn't sound fancy. Yes, I know for some of us, we want the shortcuts, but unfortunately, if you want true health and true lasting results, then you have to do the true work. Thanks for watching, people. If you have any questions or you want me to dig into anything else in particular, let me know in the comments below. And if not, I look forward to chatting with you guys in my next video. Take it easy.